Welcome back, everybody, to Operation Pluto. This is Germany, turn 8. Let's see. Start today. Yep, we already got that. For housekeeping, Germany will go up 5 income due to the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. The USSR will go up 3. And the USSR gets a tech roll in between turns, and they're going to roll heavy armor for that. And it's a miss. For the German tech rolls, we're going to do mechanized infantry, heavy armor, improved factories, and advanced subs. We miss on mech. We hit on improved factories, so that is now at stage 3. It's either a 6 or a 9 for heavy armor. It's a 9. We love to see it. So that is at stage 4 and is complete. And a 10 on advanced subs, so we actually hit on 3 out of 4 techs. Very nice. Alright, for the German buys, most of them are already up here. There's a few changes to these now. So instead of these 2 medium tanks, we're going to replace those with 2 Tigers instead, since we have heavy armor. And that leaves us with 2 IPPs left to spend, and we're going to buy a militia with that. Right, otherwise we are buying 3 infantry. Our blue division is free. 2 more mech infantry. Completing the German battleship. Buying another strategic bomber, and we are leasing a AAA gun to the to Helsinki, to the Finns. For combat movements, we're declaring war on Yugoslavia, and so all of the infantry in Hungary are going into Western Yugoslavia, as well as the 2 artillery. The fighter in Hungary is joining them, and the TAC bomber that is in Western Germany, there it is, it's going 1, 2, 3, and joining that attack as well. In Eastern Yugoslavia, all the units present are going into Eastern Yugoslavia. All the presents in Central Romania are attacking Eastern Yugoslavia. Other combat moves, we're also attacking the Netherlands. So the blue division is going to walk in and attack. The infantry and marine that are in Western Germany are going to hop on one of these transports and amphibiously assault the Netherlands. And they're going to be joined by about half of the 84th Army. So 2 medium armors, a light tank, and 3 mechs are joining in on that attack onto the Netherlands. It's a little confusing. I'll put these in the C zone to denote that. And I actually don't want my marine amphibiously assaulting. He's going to walk in. The regular infantry is amphibiously assaulting, though, and our battle cruiser is going to get a first strike roll at 3 and shore bombard as part of that. So I think for sub rating, all of our subs are going to raid in A35. So it's these 2 subs going 1, 2, 3, as well as these 3 subs coming out of port in raiding in A35 as well. Our sub that is in A48 is going to come 1, 2, 3 and raid in A54, and then our sub over on the Anzac line is going to raid there as well. I think that we do have a couple more combat moves. Can't believe I was about to say that was all of them. The strategic bomber in Western Germany is going to go 1, 2, 3 into London, and it is strategic bombing the major factory there. The medium bomber in Western Germany is going 1, 2, 3 into southern England, and is strategic bombing the airfield there. Joining our medium bomber is going to be 3 fighters on escort duty. in case the British attempted to intercept that to protect the medium bomber, have been in contact with Adolwolf, and all 4 fighters that are in southern England are not going to attempt interception, so they're going to stay grounded, and we'll just roll for the bombing of those bases, facilities rather. I think that has everything declared. Combat moves. BG does have a combat move in that the infantry and the artillery are boarding the transport. It's going over into A51, and they are amphibiously assaulting Dahomey. So we'll take that, and then the rest of the moves there are non-combat. So yeah, I think that's got all of that, and we can go into rolling for these. So we'll do Yugoslavia first. So we'll get some die. Alright, first up we have our 2 first strike rolls in Western Yugoslavia for artillery, and those hit at a 2. Both miss. So now we will do the attack bomber and the fighter. So attack bomber will be on the left, fighter on the right. Oof, both misses, yeah, okay. We'll now do our remaining infantry. So there's going to be 2 infantry upgraded at 2. Those will be the top 2. And then 2 infantry at 1 at the bottom. Alright, Germany gets no hits round 1. Oh well. Defending is going to be a militia and a cav at 2, and 2 infantry at 4. So the 2 infantry will be up top, and the 2 twos will be at the bottom. That is horrendous. Okay, so Germany takes 3 hits on this attack, which is going to be 3 infantry. Goodness gracious. Okay. Hopefully we have better luck elsewhere. We are going to press this. So we'll do our attack bomber and our fighter now. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be horrendous. And then our 2 artillery and our infantry all at 2. Yikes. Okay. And we'll do the 2 twos and 2 fours for the Yugoslavian defense. Okay, they all missed at least. Woof. We are going to press this again. Okay, so attack bomber up top, fighter at the bottom. We got 1 hit. Okay. And then our infantry into artillery. It's going to be the 3 rolling die. Okay, we do get 3 hits now. Okay, much better. And then we'll roll for the Yugoslavian defense. 2 twos at the bottom again, 2 fours at the top. Alright, so that is 1 additional hit that Germany takes. So we will lose our last remaining infantry. And the Yugoslavians will lose the militia, the cavalry, and the artillery. Or not the artillery, 1 of their infantry. We are going to press this. So fighter and attack bomber. Alright, those hit, and defending infantry also hit. So, goodness gracious, that was absolutely horrendous. Oh well. We'll do the attack for Eastern Yugoslavia now. So for this one, we have a fighter at 2, a cav at 2, and then 5 1s. So we'll do the fighter first at 6. It hits. We'll do the cav at 2. It misses, and then we'll do our 5 at 1. And those are all miss, so the Yugoslavians will lose a militia on round 1. And then they have 2 twos and a 4 defending. So all 3 misses. So we'll roll for round 2. We'll do the fighter and cav again. Fighter will be on the left. Those are both misses, and then we'll do the 5 1s. Those are all misses as well. So we'll do the cav on the bottom, infantry up top for the defenders. So that is 1 hit, so we will lose 1 infantry here. Alright, so now we'll go for round 3, the fighter, and then the cavalry. Fighter hits, cav misses, and we'll do our 4 at 1. They all miss, so we'll do the defenders back at us. The teal will be the cav, so it misses and the fighter misses. So the cav is dead now, and we'll do our fighter. It misses. We'll do our cav. It misses, and we'll do our woods. Is that a 1? Or is that a 7? That is a 1. We finally get our last hit. Alright, so, and then infantry and defense. And it misses. Okay. Well, Eastern Yugoslavia went a lot better than Western. So we will take those, and we'll go up 3 on the income chart to 47, and then the British get a TB destroyer in M5. Okay, the other attacks, where we will attack the Netherlands. So get these die and bring them back up. Okay. The battle cruiser at a first strike roll of 3. Hey, that hits. So the militia gets killed, and then we have 3 infantries at 2. All of those armors are going to go 1 into Western Germany and then 2 into the Netherlands, so they don't face the favor penalty on round 1. So we'll roll for our tanks, our medium tanks at 6. See, I think those, yep, those are both misses. So we'll roll for our 3 mechs and our light tank at 4, or at 3 rather. We got 1 hit there, and then we have 3 infantry at 2. And we got 1 hit there, so 2 of the Netherlands infantry are killed. And we will roll those 3 defending infantry die in return. And there was 1 hit, which does have to go on the amphibiously assaulting infantry. We'll now do round 2, and so we'll do our 2 medium tanks. And they miss. Alright, so we'll do our 4 at 3 for our light tank and our 3 mechs. And that gets the hit. And then we'll roll the infantry in return. And that misses. Alright, so we will take over Netherlands with 1 casualty. So not bad for that. And then I'll clean that up. And then we can do the strategic bombing here. So like I mentioned, the British have decided not to scramble or attempt to intercept either of these. So we will do the airfield first. And so there is an anti-aircraft roll that hits at a 3. And then we get 1d6 of damage against the airbase. Alright, so we deal, I think airbase max damage is 3. So we'll put 3 damage markers there. Now we will roll for the strategic bombing of London. And our medium bomber does get to land. So we'll see if our strategic bomber, what it deals, and whether it gets to land or not. That is a 1, unfortunately, so our strategic bomber does get shot down. But we do deal 6 damage to the major factory in London. Alright, now we have sub-rating to do. So we'll get these die and bring them down to A35. So we roll, the German die will be in black, British die in red. 4 of our subs, the British get +2 every round, 4 of our subs get +2, the coastal sub only gets +1. So we will roll that one first. So we'll add 1 to the result of the British die for this roll. which is brings it to 3, which deals coastal sub deals 2 damage to the line. We'll now do our 4 regular subs. So this is just a straight wash of bonuses, and it will just be whatever the numbers are. So sub 1 deals no damage, sub 2 deals no damage, sub 3 still does no damage, and the final sub deals 1 damage. Alright, so we deal 4 damage to this. I should have marked that on the coastal sub. Can't remember if it was. I think it was only 2 damage from the coastal sub, so we deal 3 damage to this line. We will delete these other markers for the convoy rating. And we will subtract 3 from the British, but we will take these die down here and see if we can subtract any more die from the British. So this sub does get its full +2. And it will deal 1 damage, and we'll put that on the West African line. And then I need to go back up here because these escorting ships do get defense rolls. So the TB destroyer will be in green, and we'll get a hit on a 2. The destroyer will be in teal, and it's at 4 or less. So all of our subs survive again. Very nice. Now we'll do our final sub raid in the Pacific on the East Asian line, and we get our full +2 on this one as well. And that is a full 2 damage to the East Asian line. So Anzac will go down 2, and the British will go down 4. I think that is all of our non-combat moves. So this coastal defense ship and this TB destroyer become German. Oh, not German. They become British. The Netherlands aligns to the British now, so they take control of Suriname as well as the Molucca Islands. That, I believe, is all of those things for them. Or the Netherlands Antilles also goes British as well. Okay, so Britain will go up 1 on the income chart for that, to 28. And then Germans go up 2 for taking the Netherlands. So non-combat moves. The infantry in West Poland is walking into Konigsberg. The infantry in Donoslawski is walking into West Poland. The Blue Division in Slovakia is railing to Lithuania. The 2 medium armors and these 3 mech infantry are all moving 2 into Warsaw. The infantry in Paris is moving into Normandy. The mountain infantry is going into Aquitaine. The mech infantry in Bavaria is moving into Paris. 1 medium armor and another of the mechs from the 84th is moving into Paris. The rest of the 84th is moving into Eastern Germany. And then we will just say that they're no longer the 84th, and that the 84th is instead in the Netherlands, which will be all of these units. Our 3 fighters that attacked, or that were escorting the medium bomber, will land into Belgium. The medium bomber itself will go back to Western Germany. The attack bomber that attacked Western Yugoslavia was 1, 2, 3. It has 2 movement and will land in central Romania. The 2 fighters that participated, one was central Romania, and it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other was 1, 2, 3, 4. So both of those are moving into Western Germany. The anti-air in Berlin is going to rail into Belgium. One of the infantry in Denmark is going to walk down into Western Germany, and the blue division that is in Berlin is going to rail to Picardy. I think the battle cruiser, since it participated in the shore bombardment of the Netherlands, is not able to go back into port into Western Germany. I think it can only go into port in the zone that it attacked. So with that being the case, we're going to bring our torpedo boat destroyer out of port into the sea zone A11. Other non-combat moves, the Spanish aren't doing anything. Finland is not doing anything. Vichy non-combat moves. This battleship is moving down into A48, and then the battleship that was in A48 is moving over into A51. And the fighter that was in northern Algeria is going to go 1, 2, 3, and it's going to land on the Ivory Coast. And those ships can't go anywhere. These guys are all here. I think that's got all the non-combat moves. I don't see anything that I'm missing, with the exception of all of these submarines are now going in port into the subbase. And we already subtracted the income from the British there. So yeah, I think that's got everything. We'll move into our place units phase. Germany does now have a land unit on all 7 of these zones at the end of its non-combat phase. So it will get to place a free fortification or a free coastal artillery. And we are going to place we're going to place a coastal artillery into Picardy, if I can find it on the board. Coastal artillery. Coastal artillery. Coastal artillery. Are they actually colored? Is up here? Yep, they are. Okay, coastal artillery. So that becomes part of our place units phase now. And we are going to align Bavaria in our place units phase. So the 2 infantry and the cav there become German. And Bulgaria. So Germany will go up 1 on the income chart for that to 50. And then we'll do recruitment rolls. So we'll do Vichy France at a 2 or a 1. That's a miss at a 7. And we'll do Nationalist Spain at a 6 or less. And that's a miss at a 12. And so now I think we just have our place units left to do. So we will bring all of this down with us. Alright. Coastal artillery, like I said, is going to go in Picardy. The blue division is going into Berlin. The strategic bomber is being built in Western Germany. The battleship is being built at the shipyard in Western Germany and is going into port there. The 2 Tigers are being built in Eastern Germany, as well as the 2 mech infantry. Paris gets an infantry. Warsaw gets an infantry. Central Romania gets an infantry. And we are going to put our militia into, let's see, we're going to put it into Belgium. So that will take care of that. We will now collect income as Germany. So we should be at 50. We get the VT5, put us at 55, and then we get our +3 for having control of, or rather for Sweden being neutral. So we will collect 58 monies to put into the bank. And we spent all of it. So 58. And I forgot to do the Finland recruitment roll, as well as place this AAA for them. So there's now 2 AAs in Finland, and they get a recruitment roll at 1, and it misses. All right. Actually, I'm going to move the Finnish coastal to finish up over 1 into A11 as a non-combat move as well. Okay, and that will cover that, and we will now pass it off to the veteran for common turn 8.